In this series of videos, I'm going to be covering Google's guide on specifically how to hire a professional for their search engine. This series of tutorials is designed specifically for dental practice owners and staff that are in the process of trying to find help in Google and other online avenues. So it's not going to take you a lot of time to get through these videos, and you're going to reap the benefits of the knowledge. So in this first video, the first thing I want to make sure that is really understood well is the term SEO. This is a common term in the industry. It's been thrown around wildly and used in many different ways. But what it really means is how well your business, your dental office, shows up in Google. It's important to understand the difference between search engine optimization, SEO, and Google advertising, because they are two totally different things. I'm going to be touching on both subjects to ensure that you have a comprehensive understanding of the differences and why one is more important than the other for specific things and whatnot. And if you're ever watching this video and you have any questions whatsoever, or something doesn't make sense, or whatever it is I might be saying, all of the information is in this listing. You can text a number. You can also send an email, and we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. This is a free volunteer video series created by us to help your dental practice. Let's get started with an overview. What does an SEO do? What does this person do who's going to make your dental practice more visible in Google without paying Google? Well, first, they're going to review your site content and structure. Well, what does that mean? So there's many factors of a website that tie into many other entities online, such as Facebook, such as LinkedIn, and other major players in the online field. So when we're reviewing site content, we're looking at everything that's on the website. Text, images. Are things being done in violation of Google guidelines? These are questions, as an SEO, we have to ask ourselves when reviewing your website. There are also other factors, technical factors, that's the second point here, that can also affect your Google presence. And these are things that aren't seen by you. These are technical under the hood type things. These are things related to the programming code. These are things related to the website, the server the website lives on, which is considered and referred to as a hosting server. And there's different controls and different things can be set up on those to cause specific things with your website, with it specifically in Google and the way people are seeing it visually. This is all technical stuff, and I'm using real layman's terms here because I want to make this as simple as possible to understand. The third point here, the third bullet point, is content development. Content development, again, this goes back to touching on point number one in relation to the textual copy, images, video, anything else that the user will be interacting with, even request an appointment forms, or book an appointment forms, or contact us, or refer a friend. All of these are functional features that are related to the content, and putting all that together and arranging it in such a way that's effective. Now, this fourth point is a very general point, but it's very important to understand. When we're talking about search engine optimization, again, this is the type of work that's done with your website and other online entities, okay, that is not paid to those entities, meaning you're not paying for advertising space. It's a critical part of a successful online presence, meaning to have your dental practice showing up in Google, being visible, being found, people interacting with it, that campaigns have to be created. You have to look at it from the standpoint of what's the objective, what are we trying to achieve, where do we want to go, and also understanding search engine optimization is not an overnight thing. It's something which I'll get into later, again, based on Google's guide and Google's data that we apply. It's a long-term strategy. Like anything great ever in existence, it took a plan of action, it took a course, it took an organization of information and data and facts in order to bring that into existence. Then the next point we're going to touch on is keyword research. This is a very fundamental part of search engine optimization. For example, you're a dental practice. Maybe you really, really thrive on doing implants. That is the area that you want to deliver more than anything else. So as a search engine optimization expert, we want to take that into consideration in anything we're doing with your website and your online entities to make sure that that's the central focus. In other words, we don't want to waste your money or energy putting it into things that you're not really wanting to do, or maybe you don't feel you're most proficient at. So finding the right words and aligning that with your goals is a key part of search engine optimization. And then there's the SEO training aspect. And what I'm doing right here is really trying to educate you and train you on what search engine optimization is to your dental practice. And the last bullet point here is really experience in demographic and geographic structure. Okay, so the last point here is expertise in specific markets, demographics, and geography. Now I'm going to use a unique example here for you because this is very important to understand. There is a McMinnville, Oregon, and there is a McMinnville, Tennessee. Yes, these are two completely different cities on two opposite ends of the country. Now, for a general dentist, most towns and cities across the United States have pretty common search factors, meaning that most people search the same types of things in cities across the country when they're looking for a dentist. This isn't exactly the case, but in a general, it's closer to. But part of the job as an SEO is understanding what people are searching for in specific locales, in specific cities and towns, but understanding the mindset of the people that you're trying to interest in your dental practice is critical when putting out the message online through your website and your online entities. And I want to point out something here in the second bottom paragraph here. So advertising with Google won't have any effect on your site's presence in our search results. So again, going back to the difference between Google advertising and search engine optimization, basically what Google's telling us here, and we understand this, is that your search engine optimization, whatever you have a search engine expert doing for your dental practice, has nothing to do with your paid advertising going to Google. They are two separate things. They work differently. The results appear differently. They are two different things. The best way that I can explain it in terms of productivity for your dental practice, think of advertising, the paid service that Google provides, as a jump start to your dental practice, as to keeping a consistent flow of new business going stronger, where the search engine optimization is a more of a bedrock and a foundation. So when people find out about you, they generally are going to research you and look you up. And that's that foundation that we want people to see. We want them to see all the great things about you. We want them to see your strengths. We want them to know that they can make a decision on spot, that they can trust you by immediately viewing your online presence. We all know referrals are the number one way that you get new patients in the door. Times have changed. Referrals today, most of them go online and look up your practice before they contact you. So having your search engine optimization correct and your foundation in place, and then anything above and beyond that, your advertising and pulling for new patients and meeting new people, that's all just icing on the cake. Jason Wydro here with Wydro Media and Golden Dental Marketing. That's all I have for you in this part 1 series. Look forward to the up and coming episodes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and get in the know on your dental advertising, promotion, and public relations. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.